Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I would like to show you how to make the pumpkin treat bag for Halloween. For this tutorial we will need few different colors of yarn, orange, black and a little bit of the green. Also we will use the crochet hook 3.75 millimeters. Our work, we need to start by making a slip knot, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we have to make slip stitch into the first chain. So now we've got a ring. Row 1, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This is our first double crochet, and into our ring we have to make 9 more double crochets. One, two, three, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So with our chain of 3 we've got 10 double crochets. Now we have to make a slip stitch into our top of chain 3. Round 2, chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and now we have to make 1 double crochet into the same stitch as a chain 3, and then in every stitch around we have to make 2 double crochets. So at the end of this one round we're supposed to have 20 double crochets. So 2 double crochets in each stitch. At the end of our row again we have to make a slip stitch into the top of our chain 3, and then again chain of 3. So chain of 3 is always our first double crochet. 1 double crochet into the same stitch, and then in next one stitch we have to make only 1 double crochet, and then in next 2 double crochets in one stitch. Now into the next one only 1 double crochet, and then in next 2 double crochets in one stitch, 1 and 2. So we have to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of our row we supposed to have 30 double crochets. And again slip stitch into the top of our chain 3, and again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, one more double crochet into the same stitch as our chain 3, and now into the next 2 stitches we are working only one double crochet in each stitch, and then into the third one we are making 2 double crochets in one stitch, and again into the next 2 stitches only one double crochet in each stitch, and into the third one 2 double crochets. At the end of this one round we will have 40 stitches, 40 double crochets. Round number 5, chain 3, and again double crochet into the same stitch. This time we need to make one double crochet into the next 3 stitches, so 1, 2 and 3, and then into the fourth we need to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and again into the next 3 stitches 1 double crochet in each stitch, and 3, and into the fourth one 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So we need to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of our round we're supposed to have 50 double crochets. Round 6, chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, into the same stitch 1 double crochet, and now into the next 4 stitches we are working 1 double crochet in each stitch. So first, second, third and fourth, and then into the fifth we are working 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and again into the next 4 stitches only 1 double crochet in each stitch. 2, 3 and 4, and into the fifth 2 double crochets in one stitch. And again we have to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of our row we're supposed to have 60 double crochets. 3 and 4, and then into the fifth 2 double crochets. Row number 7, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the same stitch, and now into the next 5 stitches we are working 1 double crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the 6th we need to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2, and again into the next 5 stitches 1 double crochet in each stitch, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the 6th 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. So again we have to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of our round we're supposed to have 70 double crochets. Round number 8, chain 3, double crochet into the same stitch, And now 1 double crochet in every next 6 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the 7th we need to make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and again in next 6 stitches 1 double crochet in each stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and into the 7th 2 double crochets into the same stitch. At the end of our row we're supposed to have 80 double crochets, so we need to repeat that pattern all the way around. In next 6 stitches 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then into the 7th 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Row number 9, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the same stitch as the chain 3, and then into the next 7 stitches we have to work 1 double crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then into the 8th we have to make 2 double crochets into the 1 stitch, 1 and 2, and again into the next 7 stitches we are working 1 double crochet in each stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then into the 8th 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So at the end of our row number 9 we're supposed to have 90 double crochets. Row number 10, chain of 3, and then double crochet into the same stitch. Now into the next 8 double crochets, so into the next 8 stitches we are working 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Into the 9th we have to make 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, so 1 and second to the same stitch, and again into the next 8 stitches 1 double crochet in each chain, in each stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into the 9th 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. So we need to repeat that all the way around, and at the end of this one round we're supposed to have 100 double crochets. Now we need to start row number 11, so chain 3, and now for the next 10 rows we have to work 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So until row 20 we're supposed to work 100 double crochets in each round. We are not making any increases, just 1 double crochet in each stitch. I just done my row number 20, so now we have to start row number 21, chain of 3, and now into the next 7 stitches we need to make 1 double crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into the next 2 we have to make a decrease, so we need to yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, then we have to make the first part of our double crochet and again yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch. We've got 4 loops on our hook, and then now when we've got 3 loops on our hook we have to finish the stitch. So we've done the decrease. Into the next 8 stitches we are working 1 double crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Into the next and again into the next 2 stitches we are working decrease, so we have to yarn over, insert the hook into the first stitch, then we are making first part of the double crochet, then again yarn over, we need to pull the hook into the next stitch. When we've got 4 loops on our hook we have to make the first part of the double crochet and then the second. And now we have to repeat that pattern all the way around. At the end of this one row we're supposed to have 90 double crochets. At the end of our row, of course, we need to make a slip stitch into top of our chain 3, and now we have to start row number 22, chain of 3. Into the next 6 double crochets, 6 stitches, we have to work 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into the 7th and 8th we have to make decrease, so again first part of the double crochet, then yarn over, and then decrease. Next 6 stitches we are making 1 double crochet in each stitch. 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and into the next two we are making decrease again. And again into the next 7 stitches, 1 double crochet. So we have to repeat that pattern all the way around. At the end of this round we're supposed to have 80 stitches. Round 23, chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and now into the next 5 stitches we need to make 1 double crochet, one, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and into the next two decrease, and then into the next 6 stitches we need to make 1 double crochet in each stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and into the next two decrease. And again into the next 6 stitches 1 double crochet in each stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and into the next two decrease. So we need to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of this row we're supposed to have 70 double crochets. Row number 24, chain 3, into the next 4 stitches we have to make 1 double crochet, one, 2, 3 and 4. Then into the next two we are making decrease, and then into the next 5 stitches we have to make 1 double crochet in each stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and into the next two decrease. And again into the next 5 stitches 1 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, into the next two decrease. So we have to again repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of this one round we're supposed to have 60 stitches. Row 25, chain 3, into the next 3 stitches we have to make it 1 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, then into the next two we are making decrease, then into the next 4 stitches we have to make 1 double crochet in each stitch, 1, 2 2, 3 and 4, and then into the next 2 decrease, and again into the next 4 stitches we have to make 1 double crochet, 2, 3 and 4, and then into the next 2 decrease. So we have to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of this one round we're supposed to have 50 double crochets. Okay, and now we need to start round 26, chain 3, and in this one round we have to work 1 double crochet in each stitch. So again, at the end of this round we're supposed to have 50 double crochets. So we are not making any decreases, just 1 double crochet in each stitch. After that one round we can fasten off and cut the yarn. Now we need to take the green color and we can join by making a double crochet, by making first a slip stitch into any stitch, and now into the same stitch we have to make 8 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then we have to skip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Into the third one we are making slip stitch. We need to skip the next 1 stitch, and into the second again 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Skip the next 2 stitches, into the first slip stitch, skip the next stitch, into the second 8 double crochets. So we have to repeat that pattern all the way around. After 8 double crochets we have to skip 2 stitches, we are making slip stitch into the third one, then we need to skip first stitch, into the second we are making 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Skip the next 2 stitches, slip stitch into the third, skip the next one, into the second 8 double crochets. So at the end of that one row we're supposed to have 10 shells. So at the end we have to skip the last 2 stitches, then make a slip stitch, and then we have to make the next slip stitch into the center of our first shell. And now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. The next step is we need to make a handle. So our work, we have to start by making slip knot and then chain of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Single crochet into the second chain from our hook and then all the way across. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So 10 single crochets in a row. And now we have to make a chain 1, turn our work, and into the next row we are making exactly the same. So we are making 10 single crochets, and we have to repeat that pattern until we will have 60 rows of 10 single crochets. I finished my handle, so I've done the 60 rows of the single crochets. So now at the end we can fasten off and cut the yarn. We need to hide the tails, of course, but that I will make later on. And then we have to sew the handle into our bag, and I will sew in the bag inside, like that. The next step, we need to make eyes, so I will grab the black color of yarn. We need to make a slip knot, and then chain of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then in each chain to the end of the row. So at the end we're supposed to have 8 single crochets, then chain 1. We have to skip the first stitch and we are making slip stitch, a single crochet into the second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the last one 7, because we skipped the first stitch we're supposed to have 7. Chain 1, and again on this row we have to skip the first one, we are going to the second and we are making single crochets to the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, then chain 1, again skip the first one, we are going to the second. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, chain 1, skip the first one. 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1, skip first. 1, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, skip the first, so 1 and 2, and then chain 1 and the last one, single crochet into the second stitch. So again we need to skip the first one. So this is our first eye. We have to make exactly the same with the second. So we will have little triangles. Now we have to make a nose. Chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet into the second stitch from our hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We've got 6 single crochets, and then chain 1, and we have to make exactly the same as we've done with our eye. So we have to skip the first stitch and we are making single crochet to the rest of the stitches. So 2, 3 and 4, and into the last one, 5, chain 1, skip the first and into the rest 1 single crochet, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1, skip the first stitch, 1, 2 and 3, skip the first, chain 1, skip the first stitch, 1 and 2, chain 1, skip the first 2 stitch and into the last one make single crochet. And again, now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. The next thing, we have to start working on our mouth. Chain of 41, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 41. Double crochet into the second chain from our hook. Double crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next chain we have to work 3 double crochets into the same chain. So 1, 2 and 3. Then double crochet into the next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After that we have to make one decrease, so we need to work onto the next 2 chains. So we are making first part of the double crochet, then we have to yarn over and we are going to the second chain, and when we've got 4 loops on our hook we have to pull for first 2 and then for the last 3 we've done a decrease. And then again into the next 5 chains we have to work 1 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the next 3 double crochets in 1 stitch, 1, 2 and third. Then into the next 5 stitches we have to make 1 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we have to make a decrease, so we are working onto the next 2 chains. Into the next 5 chains, 1 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 double crochets into the next, 1, 2 and 3, and then into the next 5 chains, 1 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and decrease into the last 2. Now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. So this is as looks our mouth, and now don't forget to make the second eye and we can start sewing everything on our back. So our nose and then both of eyes. I sew my all parts together, so my back is already done. So I sew the handle, eyes, nose and the mouth. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to my channel.